It was a mistake for this dog to decide to walk on the rocks near the jungle. There was no need to wait long for a fierce attack from the leopard from behind. The attack was sudden, but the dog managed to dodge, and the cat clearly didn't like this prey. It turned around and ran away. Sneaking up on a dog peacefully sleeping on the porch, the leopard attacks. But the dog bites back. The black dog manages to run away, but I think it's already pointless. Jackals very often hunt springbok antelopes. After all, it's relatively easy and realistic for them to overpower these small hoofed animals. These two hungry jackals have surrounded a rather large antelope. It tries to defend itself but can't run away because of an injured front leg. The jackals immediately smelled blood, and now they definitely won't back down. Soon, after numerous bites, the antelope falls and will never be able to get up again. And here, a jackal attacked an antelope calf and almost immediately knocked it to the ground. But the calf turned out to be quite strong, and despite the aggression managed to get up and stand on its feet. Then comes the most interesting part. Its mother ran over to protect it. The jackal got scared and let go of the calf, and the adult antelope chased him away from her offspring. And here's another similar attack. A jackal attacked a large antelope which, trying to escape from these predators, jumped into a fast-flowing river. Getting out onto the rocky shore turned out to be no easy task, especially since on every bank she was met by sharp teeth that immediately started biting. The antelope decides to get out onto dry land and is attacked by a jackal who clearly doesn't know how to suffocate his prey properly and grabs her by the horns. The antelope lay down, rested, and after a beautiful leap runs back to her herd. Next up is something even more intense than a leopard. A lion attacks a domestic dog. The dog turned out to be very brave. She herself went on the attack against the lion and tried to bite him. Taken aback by such brazen behavior from his prey, the king of the jungle didn't know what to do and simply let the little dog go. Here's another unlucky dog who decided to take a nap right on the road. But she reacted in time to the attack and scared off the predator with her barking. It's clear that the leopard is still very young. He got scared and didn't know what to do with this barking creature. The cat decided not to touch it, this strange wild barking creature, and quietly slipped away into the forest. The hyena chased the impala for a long time, and the impala thought that this small watering hole could become a refuge for her. She was mistaken. The hyena immediately jumps after the impala and drags her out of the water by the neck. There, a second hyena is already waiting, who also took part in the chase. In Argentina, a fight between a python and a wildcat, the jaguarundi, was caught on camera right on the roadway. This predatory cat is a relative of the puma, but there was no way for her to escape the deadly embrace of the python. The men felt sorry for the beautiful cat, so they decided to carry out a rescue operation. They were afraid to approach the python, so one of the men started throwing stones, and it worked. The snake loosened its grip and slithered away into the bushes. After the struggle, the jaguarundi needed help. She was taken by forestry workers and given the necessary treatment. Later, she was released back into the wild. During a morning turkey hunt, the hunter set up a plastic decoy to lure real birds within shooting range. But someone else was tempted by this decoy. A coyote who happened to be passing by spotted the turkey and immediately lunged at it with its jaws wide open. But all he got was a mouthful of plastic. A pack of dogs surrounded a wild leopard that somehow ended up on their street during the day. The foolish dogs tried to bite the fleeing cat's tail, but when she showed her fury, no one dared to attack anymore. A pet dog was calmly resting on the fence of his house until this nighttime nightmare appeared. The leopard's superiority in strength and speed helped it catch its prey in a matter of seconds, which, as always, it carried away with it. A lone wolf tried to attack a calf, but the cow was nearby and alert. The mother immediately drove the predator away and pointed her horns at it. The wolf circled around the cow for several minutes, but quickly realized he didn't stand a chance and ran away. Here, it seems, is a brief moment. The wolf managed to snatch a newborn calf and is running away with its prey, jumping over the roadside fence. Here's another brazen wolf that broke into a farm with cows and attacked a small calf. All the cows were behind the fence. They made a lot of noise and panicked, but couldn't come closer to help. The predator managed to quickly strangle the calf, and all of this happened right in front of the helpless cows. And this dog was watching over its yard at night. Suddenly it senses danger and immediately runs out of the camera's view. The leopard brazenly jumped over the fence and went after its prey. A few seconds later, the predatory cat with the dog in its jaws easily leaps over the fence and disappears into the darkness. A domestic dog got lost in the forest and was attacked by a leopard lying in wait nearby. The dog tried its best to break free, but the predator clamped its jaws around the dog's throat with a deadly grip and clearly had no intention of letting go. An unfortunate jackal encountered a very angry pack of cheetahs. These cats are rarely this aggressive toward other predators. But it seems that cheetahs despise jackals just as lions despise hyenas. They chased and struck at the jackal with their paws for about 2 minutes until it finally managed to escape into the bushes with its tail tucked between its legs. I think you know that lion attacks can be very impressive. Leaping onto prey looks really cool, and it's very hard to escape such an attack, especially when the bite lands on the neck. But I really liked this moment. A lioness, while attacking a wildebeest, made a beautiful somersault on the ground. That way she managed to avoid its sharp horns, and immediately end up in just the right spot to quickly grab the antelope by the neck and bring it down to the ground. The poor marmot didn't have much of a choice when faced with the deadly threat of a lynx. If it had tried to run away, the lynx would have easily caught up to it. But fighting back didn't really work out for it either. Victory goes to the lynx. This domestic dog definitely did not expect an attack from the thick bushes. Fortunately, there were cars with people nearby. The dog was really lucky. The shouts of people scared off the predator, and she was saved. The nocturnal hunter tracked down the dog, who was peacefully sleeping near her apartment, and crept up close to her. When the dog woke up, the leopard immediately sank its teeth into her neck. Despite her active resistance, she couldn't do anything. The cat simply dragged him down the stairs. The jackals in Gallagate have come up with a very unusual pastime for themselves. They started hunting birds near small puddles where the birds come to quench their thirst. Most of these clumsy attacks end in failure. But the jackals aren't planning to give up. They have plenty of time, so sooner or later some bird will get caught. 2 in 1, a fun game and a light snack. A lion pride surrounded an old leopard in a tree. After sitting there for a while, the leopard panicked and jumped in an attempt to escape, but the lions reacted, and the leopard ended up in a toothy trap. The fight was very brutal. The leopard tried to defend itself, while the lionesses took turns biting it. After 30 minutes of such a battle, one of the lionesses grabbed the leopard by the neck and began to suffocate it. It's a rather unpleasant sight, but wildcats have their own laws when it comes to defending territory. Soon the leopard stopped resisting, and the lionesses simply went about their business. This beast dragged its still living prey up into a tree and is preparing to eat it. Fortunately for the dog passing by, the rangers made the leopard lose focus for a moment. The dog managed to break free and immediately ran into the forest, escaping certain death. A small white dog was eating something near the bushes right by the road. She wasn't so lucky. After the predator's attack, no one ever saw her again. Next is an attack by a pack of wolves on a lone yak. The wolves were clearly afraid to attack such a large horned animal, especially since biting through such thick fur is almost impossible. The yak even managed to send one of the wolves into a deep knockout. But I think they won't leave him alone and will definitely get what they want. The camera trap managed to capture the wolves' nighttime hunt for a deer. The predators quickly brought their prey down to the ground, and within a few minutes the deer stopped resisting. And this moment was caught on camera by a random witness near the highway. Two wolves managed to bring down a large antlered deer. The deer is still alive, but it can no longer get up. So it's clear that the victory definitely belongs to the wolves and a tasty meal awaits them.